my friend make mittens for us in case it got cold. Stand up there, girl. She made us mittens, and I said, we need mittens, and everybody's coming in, and he always froze to death, and he's not liking this right now because he was going to say, you guys can suffer just like I did. So, but.
Well, suffer you may, because I do want to speak, and I appreciate you folks, everybody here giving me the opportunity. I appreciate the warm, comfortable environment to allow someone like me to get up and speak, so thank you. I would hear about who Glenn Pauls was years before I'd ever meet him, and I reflect back on my first encounters with Glenn, and I'm conscious of realizing the first few times of meeting him and seeing him, like, wow, this guy's really tall. I like to think I'm a tall guy, but this guy's not only tall in stature, but he's also tall in presence. And I would realize at an early point in my relationship with Glenn that I would be not only physically, but metaphorically looking up to Glenn. And I'm still looking up to Glenn today. Our friendship was inevitable. The bond that we have and the mutual love that we share for the outdoors, snowmobiling in particular, it was inevitable that our friendship would thrive and it would grow. And I would often look up to him and be very thankful of that bond and that relationship that I had with him. How he would handle those extreme environments, whether he was advocating for his group or he was actually out there in the backcountry, how he handled those extreme high-risk environments was very impressive to me. And I would often look up to him in those situations. Even when I would find myself going, oh my goodness, I can't believe Glenn's got himself in such a pickle. And he's got a 174-inch track up there that's stuck, and I'm going to go up there and help him out. And he was always very clever and stoic and rational about getting through the problem or the task at hand. And I feel like he brought a certain energy to those environments where even the snowpack would become cohesive for us. And I would look up to him at that. Those times would lead to a relationship, and Glenn and I had a kind of relationship where we would call and answer each other's phone calls, and I really valued that. We came to be known in my family when Glenn's caller ID would come up, whether we were just sitting down for dinner or I was responsible for making dinner, I was answering that phone call, and we were going to talk for at least 45 minutes, and often more than an hour, and I valued and I learned a lot from those conversations, and I, again, looked up to Glenn for having those conversations with me. He touched my family. He influenced my family. I got to know the Pauls family. For my family, you folks are like extended family. So I look up to you folks for that. I look up to Glenn for that. He touched our communities, mine in particular. And I would often have the conversation with Glenn. I'd say, I don't believe you received the accolades, the thanks, or even maybe the respect that you deserve. And he would very stoically discuss those, and it didn't really seem to bother him, and that's not why he was doing what he was doing. And I honestly looked up to him for that and how he handled those emotions. He had a way of life that is similar to one that I ideal, and he advocated for family, for love. He advocated for the adventure and the opportunity to recreate outdoors. And I still am very grateful because I'm a family man. I love my communities, and I love to recreate in the outdoors, and I love snowmobiling. I'm a snowmobiler, a sled neck, and I couldn't be able to do that without Glenn, his past and his present. So I look up to him, and I thank all of you folks for allowing me the opportunity.